Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the IWN YouTube channel. This is your WWE Evolve Season 2, Episode 15. It's your Evolve watch along for that show. Today is June the 10th, 2026. If you guys are new, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell for all notifications. Also, share the stream, let everybody know I'm live for Evolve Season 2, Episode 15 tonight. And I appreciate appreciate y'all for tuning in. But get the stream on shared. Go ahead and share it so we can get more people in here tonight, because I don't want to dead stream tonight. I don't. I know not too many people watch Evolve, but like I said on last week's Evolve Watch Along, some weeks their shows are solid, other weeks it's mid-sea filler garbage. Remember when I said Carmen Petrovich and PJ Vasa were wasted on the VIP session brawling? And guess what? They ended up booking this match for Evolve episode 15 tonight. I told y'all last Wednesday night, man. I told them to stop the VIP brawls. I told them last week to book Vasa versus Carmen Petrovich, get them wins. And it's happening. I was right again, dude. Unbelievable, but not shocked either. Have Carmen put over PJ. Make PJ look like a killer in the ring. Simple as that. Anyways, let's go ahead and pull up. Go ahead and pull up Evolve episode 15. If you're on your Wednesday night, good for you. If not, I understand. Some Wednesday nights, I understand that some Wednesday nights are not always good for you. No, we need Tubi TV. We don't need the Tubi app. Bro, I'm not installing this. Well, I was also right about the fact that I said no accountability in creative because that's exactly what happened. As far as Punk being MIA for 7 weeks. And plus, another reason why he was out for 7 weeks was because he had a much deserved break, which I do agree with that. But like I was saying to this Twitter X account, the ratings are down, and we need CM Punk and Stephanie back ASAP to boost those ratings up. They are two of the main keys to boosting those ratings up. I literally said that. Did I not? I know what I said on here. I ain't stupid. Props to Kathy Kelly, man, for putting out, you know, the news revealing that she had been diagnosed with autism. I live with autism, ADHD, OCD, and ODD. I don't know if I told you all this before already. It really does. It really truly does take guts to speak out. It really does. It takes guts to speak on it. So props to her. And the fact that JD Cup, I said this on Twitter X too. The fact that JD Cup said Punk, the fact that J Cup said Punk was done and lied to the entire internet wrestling community. Honestly, bro, that account should be ashamed of them damn selves. They really should be. What a mad, delusional, brain dead fucking geek, man. Like, for you to be going out and lying like that on Twitter X, that's just unacceptable. That really is unacceptable. And I literally called out no accountability in creative. I'm not going to repeat what I said just like 2 minutes ago because I already said it. And I'm going to tell you this right now because I'm looking right at it on my phone. The fact that WWE only has Night of Champions, Saturday Night Main Event, SummerSlam, another, well, Sunday main event. Sunday night main event is September the 6th, 2026. Saturday night main event is July the 18th, 2026. And of course, Night of Champions is June the 7th, 27th. June the 27th. SummerSlam is August the 1st and the 2nd. So we got night one on August the 1st and night two on August the 2nd. And then you got Monday in the Bank, which is October the 10th, 2026. And then you got WWE Radio WrestleMania 43 taking place in Saudi Arabia. The fact that they don't have a date for that simply tells me, and I had put this on Twitter X 6 hours ago. It tells me and it tells you guys that are wrestling fans that everything else is legitimately locked in. I legitimately said this, locked in for 2026. You know what I'm saying? Mania 43 is still in Saudi Arabia at the end of the day. It is still TBA. Obviously, y'all know what that stands for. That silence is loud, honestly. Either the deal isn't finalized or they're planning something huge. One of the two. I am definitely going with one of the two. So we'll see what happens. Man, I just love when I'm fucking right per usual when it comes to wrestling. I really do. And yet, I was the one that asked, where the fuck is Punk? Punk made events at Mania, vanished 7 weeks, no injury, no draws, nothing. Without Punk, the ratings are going to continue to suffer. They're going to continue to go down. With Punk and Stephanie back, the ratings will go up, slightly up. I'm hoping all the way up, honestly. The fact that you don't have CM Punk on Raw and have him out for 7 weeks, that's bad business. That's bad booking, man. At the end of the day, I mean, don't get me wrong, he deserves his break and rest, but that is still bad business and bad booking. When your ratings is down, you got to have Punk on TV, dude. Imminently. You really do. I mean, what other stars does Monday Night Raw got to boost up the ratings? Hell, none of the stars so far, in my opinion, has proven that they can boost up the ratings. None of them. None of the stars outside of CM Punk has proved that they can't boost up the ratings, man. The ratings going down has to do with no accountability and creative. Has to do with the creative booking and writing. This is why I put out my grade predictions. This is why I say what I say every week. If I wasn't saying this, then I wouldn't have a fucking clue what's going on. Obviously. NXT season 20, episode 23 was a solid average B plus show last night. Outside of Frausian versus Noam Dar and Romeo, Rook versus Naraku, and the greatest NXT women's match of all time of this year, I think, in my opinion, came out of Jordan versus Kendall Gray. Everything else went from terrible D plus to mid C garbage. Oh, and Tatum Paxley and Zarya was another banger of a match last night. And Zarya winning the NXT North America Women's Championship was easily the right call. Finally, Zarya is going to be dangerous. She's going to be a fighting NXT North America Women's Champion, hopefully. I mean, she's going to be a heel fighting North American Women's Champion, but at least the title is on her now. So you don't got to worry about the Zarya fans crying or complaining online that she's not getting over and she's underrated and not getting enough TV time. Well, with that title, she'll be getting more TV time now. Let's go ahead and pull up Evolve so we can go ahead and tune into the show tonight because people are already watching Evolve. Evolve's already airing on YouTube internationally. I was gonna turn on my VPN and watch it internationally, but I decided I'm gonna watch it my way. So I decided I was gonna watch it the other way around. I got my earbuds, so I'll be able to commentate and give you guys my live reactions, per usual. All right, it's time to find out what Evolve kicked off with tonight. Evolve episode 15, anyway. The ongoing issues between the Mongol Squad and OG WWE ID competitors come to a head in a six-man tag team match. Plus, its Gal Open Challenge will be on display tonight. Dude, if it's not Elijah Holyfield, we're gonna have a serious issue because Elijah Holyfield was booked like shit in his debut last Wednesday night. He did not get enough TV time to showcase more of his athleticism and more of his move sets and skills and stuff. I thought they did Elijah Holyfield dirty last week. I felt bad for the guy, dude. The way they did him. And the way they just wasted PJ Vasa and Carmen Petrovich on the VIP lounge, having them brawling to set up the match between the two, they got wasted last week. It set up a match. That's the good part. But like I said, again, the bad part was they got wasted last week. So, and then Evolve has failed to push and book Nikita Lyons correctly. They continue to poorly book her as if she's not there. I know y'all can do Nikita Lyons better than that, man. Come on, man. She's a mixed martial artist for crying out loud. Dude, I hope to God that this month's Evolve is Nikita Lyons' last time in Evolve. I hope her match against Wendy Chu for the NXT or for the Evolve Women's Championship is her last match. I honestly think Nikita Lyons deserves to be called up to NXT. I think she is ready. She's more than ready for NXT. Have Nikita Lyons wrestle in NXT for at least 2 or 3 years, and then you can call her up to the main roster. She should be 28 or 29 by the time 2 or 3 years pass by. So she'll still be young. Right now, she's currently like 26, I believe, 26 years old. Oh yeah, we got PJ Vasa versus Carmen Petrovich kicking off Evolve episode 15. But I'm gonna be honest with you, this shit should have been in the main event. I don't know why they didn't put it in the main event. I would have had the six-man tag match kicking off Evolve, honestly. That's how I feel about it. Yeah, administration and TKO can come get their issue. Because my God, they've been booking the main roster talent like fucking shit. Some of them, anyway. Some of the shows have been garbage. Some of the shows have been solid. Some of the rest of the shows have been mid. Last week was the boringest fucking week of wrestling ever. I mean, when I tell you Evolve, NXT, and SmackDown all did bad last week, dude, I'm not even kidding. Monday Night Raw, Monday Night Raw and AA were the only two shows last week that did good. I think Monday Night Raw was a solid B last week. I'm pretty sure. No, guy on commentary said the point is there's an issue. We got Carmen Fitch versus PJ Vasa. How the world biggest PJ Vasa is? She's gonna have to figure out something. She's a mixed martial artist. She's gonna have to use her mixed martial artist skill to her advantage. Need to chop down the knees of Big J Vasa. That should be her strategy tonight. There you go. Uh oh. Carmen Ventura. Petrovich trying to put PJ Vasa in a submission, but PJ Vasa will easily get it out. She'll easily get out of that submission. Or my back is killing me. So Petrovich versus Vasa is what's kicking off Evolve tonight. And everybody that's tuned in, man, welcome. Don't forget to hit the like button on the stream. Also, hit the thumbs up on my other two watch alongs as well. We were live for NXT last night. Hit the thumbs up on that, as well as my Monday Night Raw watch along. You know, Monday Night Raw took place in Paris, France. We were live for that show. We went over everything. Went over why the ratings were down, what they could do to boost everything. Everything on that Monday Night Raw watch along. So go check it out. Not sure why my background is glitching on Restream. At least it's not glitching on the YouTube stream. That's a weird combination, man. You got the background showing on Restream, but yet the other background is just glitching. It's just showing it as comes off. Uh-oh, PJ got Carmen picked up. Oh shoot, now it's glitching on the YouTube stream too. Y'all see that? That shit that's popping up. That's dope though. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it like that. It's dope. But when the Evolve goes out the air, I'm gonna reload it. It'll look a whole lot better than it'll work normally. All right, sends Carmen Petrovich in all the way to the freaking corner, man, in the ring, all the way to the turnbuckles. Clothesline. She pins Carmen Petrovich. Petrovich kicks out. Carmen's able to hang on. She kicked out at two. Uh-oh. Cappuccino Jones injured and not medically cleared. So the question is, who's going to take Cappuccino Jones's place? That's the question. PJ Vasa in control. Yeah, this is what they can. This is what we need to see. Not have them fight in the VIP lounge. And she just wisely sends Vasa out the ring. She connect with a sliding kick to Vasa. I think Vasa's gonna catch her. She's gonna catch her, ain't she? Nope. A crossbody to Vasa from Carmen. Petrovich is rolling, but she got to stay on her, man. Can't let her give her no breathing room. Can't give her time to get up, man. Oh god, she gave her time to get up. Yeah, she dropped the ball there. She should have been staying on her. She should have been staying on her, bro. Nah, that's it. It's over. See, the moment PJ Vasa got up is when Carmen Petrovich should have got in the ring and put the beat down on her. Nah, she ain't winning this. She gave her too much time to get up. You gave her too much time to get up, man. You was out the ring. Bro, it's supposed to be PJ Vasa winning this match. Remember last week she got that little promo that she cut. She said whoever wins this match for the women's championship can come get their issue. Now all of a sudden she loses to Carmen Petrovich. See what I mean? At least Carmen Petrovich got a win though. I mean, but you gotta be fucking joking. They built VJ. You mean tell me they built up PJ Vasa just to have her lose to Carmen? This was bad booking. This was bad booking by Evolve. You cannot bury PJ Vasa like that. This made no sense. PJ Vasa should have been the winner. PJ Vasa is more of a threat to Wendy than Carmen. I said that shit last week. She's more of a damn threat than Nikita. Now they got her losing to Carmen. Oh, and guess what? Guess what? We got Romeo and Noam Dar going up against terrible Cam Hendricks. I mean, he's not terrible. His gimmick is. But Cam Hendricks and Harley Riggins. Oh, Lord, man. I cannot wait to not be entertained. I mean, it's not going to be the greatest match of the entire Evolve episode for next week's Evolve. But, I mean, it'll be somewhat solid on paper, I guess. I don't even know if I'll be live for next week's Evolve. After the way they just fucking buried and wasted PJ Vasa like that on TV. Carmen was supposed to put over PJ Vasa. PJ Vasa was supposed to win. Watch this. They're gonna make a last minute decision and have PJ Vasa as Wendy's opponent when they know damn well she should have won over Carmen. That guaranteed her a title shot right there. Darn. Elijah Holyfield told them. Damn. Oh God. If that's not bad enough, we got Tristan Angels coming out. God, I'm tired of listening to that fucking guy on the mic. My great predictions, same thing as last week. Because so far, yeah. So far, Carmen Petrovich versus PJ Vasa was definitely the only best thing of the entire night so far. That 6-man tag match, hopefully, that match will save the show. Because right now, there's nothing else on this show that's saving it. I'm gonna be honest. They go from having angels on NXT to Evolve. I don't know why they won't take this show to the Performance Center, to the arena where NXT takes place, where NXT does their wrestling and stuff. We got Starboy coming out. Yeah, please, Starboy, please end this guy because he does too much of that on the mic. Starboy did the same thing I did. Literally, what I just did, bro. Good thing to know we're on the same page. No, his gimmick and promos for real, they are fucking terrible. I'm talking about Tristan. Oh, Hurricane Raw and Tristan Angels out the ring. They should book this for next week's Evolve. Make it official. Make this match official for next week. One thing Tristan Angels is good at wrestling. He's not bad in the ring. I will give him that. Who the hell? We got somebody video recording Sam and Marcus Matters. We got the Iscal challenge. The Iscal Open challenge. Yippee! I'm excited. Woohoo! Iscal challenge. Yay! Be a fucking break. So who's gonna come out and challenge Iscal? Dark State's Cutler? Dark State's Cutler James? Dark State has invaded Evolve. I'm fucking done with this show tonight, man. They go from wasting DJ Vasa tonight to having Tristan Angels in the ring cutting up yet another terrible promo. And then you got Cutler James coming out. So is this a sign that the NXT developmental system and creative was listening to what I said last night? I hope so. I hope this is a sign that they're splitting Dark State up. I hope it's a change of plans. But they need to be split up. That Dark State story is garbage, dude. They need to they got to get it off TV. It's not even Shaquan. It's not even the talent's fault. It's not even Dark State's fault that this Dark State story is terrible. It's creative. It's whoever came up with the decision and the way they booked the story. It's whoever came up with the idea of having Dark State turn on Shaquan to have them feud with him. Color James taking control of the match against its gal. Jesus Christ, dude. What the fuck have they done with Evolve? This shit is going down in a pile of toilet. The roster's fucking short too. The men's and women's roster. You might as well say Evolve is legitimately going down the toilet now. Jesus Christ. Oh, great. So after the match between Escal and Cutler James, guess what he said on the mic to Chew? That's so sucked, man. No, but at least it gets him away from Dark State. Please, thank God. Put him somewhere. While you're at it, split up Osiris and Dion, too. But the fact that he said he plans to take over every. Oh my God, man. These people are a bunch of comedians, man. Really. Oh my goodness. Bunch of fucking comedians, man. Online, dude. Watch the end of the show, everybody tweet out, great evolve. That's a great evolve, man. That's a good show tonight, man. Got all these simps online defending evolve and not going against their Terrible booking and creative. Yeah, what a great episode we got here, man. More like a shit episode of Evolve. Dude, this show has been fucking awful. Hey, look, I was right to say, look, Tristan Angels versus Starboy for next week, because that's exactly what they did. And guess who was right again? IWN. I love being a heel on these fucking watch alongs, bro. No, but seriously, the show hasn't been that good though, for real. They wasted PJ Vasa. Tristan Angels cut yet another lame, terrible fucking promo. That's not going to get him over on the main roster. Yeah, may get him over NXT, but not the main roster. Nah, he'll be in Titus catering for you in years to come if they can get better gimmicks and better mic skills. Friday, or what am I watching, man? What am I watching, bro? NXT was a better show than this episode of Evolve. NXT was legitimately a better show than this episode of Evolve. Meanwhile, my match highlight of last night's NXT was Kaylani Jordan versus Kendall Gray. My God, was that one of the greatest women's matches of all time? Chemistry was unreal. Crowd was locked in. Every counter meant something. Then you had Kendall Gray hitting the Shades of Gray for the win. This is why I watch NXT. This is why the main roster brands, Monday Night Raw and SmackDown, need to be paying attention. If you want women's matches like that, elevate the women's division. Make sure the Raw and SmackDown women's division are interesting. Give them stories. Give us fresh new matches coming out of the Raw and SmackDown women's divisions. Give us something, man. You got the NXT women's division doing better than the SmackDown and Raw women's division. That itself is embarrassing. And then the Raw ratings are still down. So as soon as CM Punk comes back for SummerSlam season, the ratings are going to go right back up. The ratings will be up just slightly, a little bit when Stephanie comes back, but when CM Punk comes back, they'll really be up. That's why I say Stephanie and CM Punk, we need them on TV ASAP. Hell, we need them both on TV in the same night. Shit. Evolve, men's and women's division, needs some more star power. They need more star power, dude. Because right now, actually, we're going to save it to the end. I'm not even, I don't want to talk about it till the end. Yeah, we already know what you said, Cutler. We ain't dumb. We already know what you said on the mic because I already explained what he said. Somebody put out the tweet on exactly what he said to Truman. Oh god, another fucking vignette from Braxton Cole. Shaking my head, shaking my head. This show can't get any fucking worse. I read it for Elise. Cut a promo on Braxton Cole, and Braxton Cole cutting the promo on Harm Elise. I think Evolve has ran out of creative ideas, bro. That's it, dude. This brand is done. And yet their women's division is doing better than the men's division. And both and yet both divisions still need a lot more star power. Fresh new stories. These these shows need to be live shows rather than tape shows. That's another thing. And they still haven't took these shows to a bigger arena. Because the bigger arena, the more you held these shows in the bigger arena, the more fans you're gonna get. The more excitement, hype, and interest and everything else that comes in between. He said, "Hey, I won't let you down." He said, "I want to tell you this thing, to know what the right way to do it." You know, Harley calm their opinion. I've been trying to find people, he said. He said, "You and me evolve tag match. Tag can only evolve." He said, "See, what? Did it? That's funny." God, that fucking faction name is so mid-sea filler, dude. They need to change. They need to change that fucking faction name. I don't like it. And the theme song sounds like this. It sounds Death Rebel related. That's what it sounds. What it sounds like. Yeah, Marcus Matters and Sam. Sam who? Sam who? Say that again. I didn't hear that. Oh, Sam Holloway. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, look, they chose Aaron Ward. The NXT. Oh, no, 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 no. You imagine if Aaron Ward was the NXT and Evolved Men's Champion, though? Who the hell is Who the hell is sounding like a sheep in the crowd, bro? That sounds annoying, man. They need to cut that shit in. Man, man. The hell? Sound like brain dead cells in the crowd, man. Going on. Sound like a sheep sirens going off. They sound more like Matt Hardy and his Wilkins gimmick. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't want to put out my great predictions for Evolve tonight. There's no point. I pretty much went with the same thing I went with last Wednesday night. The same fucking grade I went with last week. This show is failing, bro. This brand is failing. This brand needs new stars. They need new star power. We need new stories. They've all need so many things right now. More fans need to start. They need to start. Their shows need to start taking place in other places in the U.S. Taking these shows in a small arena with a small crowd just ain't it. This is not it, man. God, I am so glad Kimberly and Kylie Armstrong got the hell out of there and got called in. This division and the men's division on Evolve. I cannot see how the Evolve fans are enjoying this fucking show. I just can't. I can't see it. I don't know how you enjoy a show that barely has any story or any feuds going on. No new matches, nothing. I am honestly am about to lose my. Something told me to skip this week's Evolve, dude. Something told me not to do a watch along and skip this week's Evolve. I'm barely even paying attention. The Evolve champion Marcus Matters puts down the heels and the baby faces. Aaron Wark, Sam Holloway, and Marcus Matters are standing tall. Sam Holloway wearing all black like he's an anti-hero. Like he's both a babyface and a heel. I guess that's what he's playing, portraying himself as. I guess. God, this show has been fucking boring tonight, man. Another boring evolve, man. Shit is getting old. Shows are getting more and more unexciting. Makes me wish Kendall Gray and Kylie Armstrong were back on Evolve. And I think Layla Diggs was called up to NXT. I don't think she'll be on Evolve anymore. I think last week might have been her last Evolve appearance. I guess Mason Holiday will be on her own. Yeah, this brand is dropping like flies. Max Abrams is stomping on Marcus Manners, and he's still stomping on him, and he's still stomping on him. Oh yeah, I forgot. We got another terrible show to look forward to this weekend. Friday Night SmackDown. God, I can't wait to not be excited. I can't wait to sleep. I can't wait to go to sleep. I can't wait to sleep through SmackDown. Cause it's a mid-seed garbage morning show. And go, man, Sam Holloway. Hey, yeah, I see that. I gotta ask myself, am I even awake watching this? Darn, that's two uppercuts to Sam Holloway, and they connected too. Oh yeah, let's put Aaron Work in the tag match. Man, you don't got anything for the Evolve Men's Champion Aaron Work to do, right? They don't have anything for Aaron to do, right, as Evolve Men's Champion. So they just decided to put him in the six-man tag match to replace Cappuccino Jones. I guess they didn't have nobody else after all. Damn. This roster is short on talent. This show sucks, dude. Could have gave Aaron Work the week off rather than putting him in a six-man tag match to replace Cappuccino Jones. I'm sure Aaron Work deserves a week off of rest. Much deserved from him, man. Like, guy is a talented wrestler. Look like Abrams slipped off the rope there. Darn. A code breaker to Holloway. A shining wizard to the back of the neck. And a 450 by Marcus Matters. A real barrel position into a spear. Like I haven't seen that before. I barely got excited going into Evolve. Going into Evolve episode 15. So this is it. This is the kind of show they give us tonight. Not a single fucking thing on this show was exciting. Another failed Evolve tonight, folks. Took all that time to build up PJ Vasa only to have her lose to Carmen Petrovich. Tristan Angel's cutting another terrible promo, and then you got Braston Cole back there bragging about Harlan Luis. When really, Harlan Luis and Aaron Work should be going at it for the NXT or for the Evolve Men's Championship. I don't know why I keep saying NXT. Because NXT was a solid average B plus show last night. And it did better than tonight's Evolve. I know that. Evolve tonight was just fucking awful, bro. It was bad, dude. You mean to tell me you had to get Aaron Work to replace Cappuccino just to save the fucking show? Yeah, great decision you got going there, Evolve Creative. Knowing damn well Aaron Work deserves a week off, deserves a rest. Just like CM Punk. Even though CM Punk is needed because the Raw ratings are down bad. I wonder if the Evolve ratings are up and down or not. As mid as this show has been doing since last week. That ain't good. That shit was a waste of time, dude. I shouldn't even never went live for Evolve tonight. Once again, outside of Aaron Work, dude. Outside of the Evolve men's champion, Aaron Work. Guy seems to be the only one that seems to be carrying Evolve. And Layla Diggs, she's not bad either. You know, the women's division does have still. I think. No, I said that Layla Diggs has been called up to NXT. I don't know why I mentioned her name. She's been called up to NXT, I think. Good on her, dude. I don't think she wants to be down there in that Evolve women's division, man. I mean, they just Evolve has just completely messed themselves up, dude. The roster is short due to a lot of call ups to NXT. They got a lot of work to do. They got some serious work to do. And NXT got some serious work to do for next week's NXT because next week's NXT doesn't look all that exciting either. Outside of Jackson Drake versus Tavion Heights and Jada Parker, everything, the rest of the card for next week's NXT, dude, forget about it. I want to say Evolve is screwed. I really do. I don't know why. What a mess of a show this was tonight. I honestly just want to end the fucking stream. I honestly just don't even want to go over my overall thoughts and grade on Evolve because I already know what I'm going to kinda already know. Oh, outside of Jackson Drake, Tavion Heights, and Jada Parker, and Tony D'Angelo and Naraku, man, the rest of the card just the rest of the card looks mid, dude, for next week's NXT. But like, we got matches booked for Raw next week and for SmackDown this Friday night. I am starting to lose interest in Evolve, dude. I really am. I am getting less and less and less excited. Less happy with what Evolve's been giving us. I don't know what I want to believe with this show. Other than this, because that's what I wanted to do the whole stream. That's how fucking boring. That's how fucking awful this show was tonight. Forgot I gotta reload before I. Jesus Christ. I don't even think Sheamus is coming back because news came out that he suffered a nasty head wound in freak gym accident during WWE absence. Damn. Oh God. Somebody just tweeted out, dude, enough with this Judgment Day shit. Somebody just tweeted out and said they wanted Liv versus Raquel for Night of Champions. Are you? Nobody wants to see Liv versus Raquel. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you all these fucking negative simps online are way too ahead of themselves and taking things way too serious. Bro, I don't got nothing good to say about Evolve tonight. They just disappointed me tonight, dude. Carmen was supposed to put over PJ, and that wasn't it turned out to be the opposite. This should have been Carmen's last match. She should have been called up to NXT. She's more than ready to be on the NXT women's roster. I don't understand why we're not calling her up yet. I don't understand why we're not calling Nikita up yet either. Man, I got a question. Does Evolve know what the fuck they're doing with their shows, man? I mean, don't look like it. Not the talent's fault. It ain't the talent's fault, dude. It's the creative and Evolve. It's the booking. Whoever books the show. Whoever's writing the show, whoever's coming up with the fucking decisions, whoever's telling Timothy Thatcher and all this talent to do this and do that on TV. Which has got to be the administration and TKO. I mean, I can't think of anybody else, dude. Them and the writers and the person that books the show and creative. Like I just said. Oh my lord, man. This is just crazy. Well, folks, don't go anywhere, man. I will be right back. When I come back, we're going to go over my overall thoughts and grade on Evolve Season 2, Episode 15. Go over the results and maybe the good parts and the bad parts. I don't know. And then that's going to be it. I'm going to end the string because this string was a waste of time tonight, dude. This show was a waste of time. There was no excitement on this show whatsoever. I'll be back. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back finally. My God. This was one of the worst evolves I've ever fucking watched. This shit was fucking garbage. If I took long like that, that should be a sign to you that I'm not gonna have good things to say about this show. Rightfully so, I don't. I appreciate the thumbs up. We're gonna try to make this quick and I'm gonna get out of here. Finally, tomorrow is my night off from streaming. I got to take a break from streaming, dude. 1 week wrestling is solid, and then the next week it's boring. Last week's wrestling was one of the more boring weeks of wrestling ever. This week's wrestling has been solid. Outside of Raw and NXT this week, Evolve and SmackDown have been the worst shows, are going to be the worst shows of this week. Evolve is already the worst show. Dude, when was the last time we ever got a good fucking Evolve? Let's be honest. When was the last time we ever got a good episode of Evolve? Can somebody in the live chat tell me that? Please, can somebody explain that? No, you can't, because you know what I know already. God, they crazily lazy booked this shit tonight. This shit is out of the can garbage, bro. I can't even. I don't even want to fucking go over nothing, dude. I don't even want to go over anything. I really don't. I just want to fucking fall a fucking sleep. I really do. Yeah, this show failed to its expectations tonight. I can honestly say that. I'm just very disappointed in how it was booked. PJ Vasa was wasted again. You build her, you have her come back and cut a promo saying whoever wins the women's championship match can come get your issue, to having her lose to Carmen. What does that tell y'all right there? We're still gonna talk about that awful promo from Tristan Angels, man. We're gonna have to go over everything anyway, because I know y'all want to hear my thoughts. You already know what I'm gonna say, even though. Now I see why this fucking chat was dead tonight. Oh Lord. All right. I was right about the CM stuff. At least I was right about the fact that I said no accountability in WWE. I was definitely right about that. But this show tonight, Evolve, man, they're losing their momentum, bro. The show is starting to almost get dead. It's making me want to not put my Evolve watch along on the schedule for Wednesday nights. That's how terrible this show was tonight. You're not going to hear that from me, obviously, because nobody likes to go live and bring out the truth except for me and other people that probably watched this show that probably said the same thing I said about tonight's Evolve. And I'm not the only one that said that Evolve was a boring show tonight. There was other people on Twitter that even said that Evolve. I'm talking about internationally. There's international people that watched this show that have said that Evolve was mid, Evolve was terrible, boring, not exciting. Not the only one, dude. Sounds to me like Evolve needs to be repackaged. I mean, they are. When I tell you they are short on talent, dude. When was the last time we've seen Mason Holiday on Evolve? I mean, I'm just saying examples of talent that has not been on Evolve much. And the new Evolve women's talent they got now, we have not seen them on TV for 3 weeks. That's what I'm saying. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing, man? Ladies and gentlemen, I stand here disappointed. This was a waste of time. If y'all can hit the thumbs up some more and get the views up, that'd be great. We already got one like on the stream. All right, let's go ahead and go over my overall thoughts and grade on this show. Honestly, folks, I have said this countless of times during the stream. And when I stepped away from the stream, outside of Carmen Petrovich continuing to look NXT ready, she should be the replacement of Tatum Paxley. Once Tatum Paxley gets called up, they can call up Carmen Petrovich and add more women's talent to that Evolve women's roster. Sorry, I got cut off a little bit. Outside of Petrovich, Evolve Men's Champion Aaron and Sam Holloway going beast mode in that 6-man tag team match that kinda saved the show. The rest of this show was once again boring. And like I said before I went over, before I, you know, before I said I was going to go over everything, complete waste of time. No excitement, no hype, just absolutely eat me. If I had my damn tablet right now, if I had the instant button app, I'd be praying. I would be playing. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna play the cricket sound later, so y'all will know that the show was that bad. But yeah, for sure, this was definitely another Evolve. This was definitely another terrible Evolve episode. Lord have mercy. The Evolve creative and writing team, they need help, dude. It needs change. And how the fuck is Styles getting his hands on creative and writing? It said an article came out that said Styles has got his hands on whatever he's doing in Evolve as a producer or a writer, whatever. Don't understand why they got him on Evolve doing that, but whatever, man. Petrovich defeated PJ Vasa in the opener, and she looked crisp. PJ taking the L after her title promo last week. This shit makes 0 sense. I'm gonna be honest. Make absolutely no sense whatsoever. So what's next after her loss? What's really next? Next, what's next? Her being on the next budget cut list for next year? I hope to God not. PJ Vasa is too talented to be on a budget cut list, man. I'm talking about budget cut list of releases from the company. Mug Squad, the Mug Squad bragged about taking out Jones. Okay, cool. Where's the follow up though? Elijah Holyfield threatens to break jaws, and then what? Nothing. Tristan Angels cuts a promo on Chaz Starboy Hall. And Hall comes out, they brawl. This shit was filler, dude. Nothing more than just filler. And then you got Ed Scowl, Mint Condition Open Challenge. Ranking out Butler James from Dark State. I wonder why they got Cutler James on Evolve now, I wonder. The boys through the Evolve men's roster, which we all know the men's roster needs to be filled up on Evolve, and even the women's roster. Let's be honest, this match between the two had no heat at all, but yet had spots. What the fuck is Cutler doing in Evolve? No dark state, no story, just to fill the roster. Hell, I'd rather for it to be no dark state at this point, because they need to split up the whole dark state faction. That dark state story is fucking garbage. It is boring. They need to separate these guys. Now, has been treading water for weeks. It's not shit for him, honestly. It got police, sanitation job. Are you call this? If that's not the worst thing on the show to anybody, then what is? This is not good television. That is not good television, bro. They are not doing good with wrestling, Cole. Repackage him or something. You know, no, so we're stuck with that next week. Oh, great. Did Romeo get called up to NXT? Shouldn't he be wrestling on NXT now? Evolve? What's going on? What is he doing? I'm not gonna team bar and that was a banger of a fall last night on NXT. Wow. Those guys fucking killed it. One of the best matches of the entire episode of NXT last night. I hope they keep Foxy him in NXT, given that SmackDown has nothing for them to do anyway, given that the SmackDown and Raw tag divisions are dead, with no stories, nothing legitimately important. No actual tag teams either, on top of that. Had some nerd to release Motor City Machine Guns in a New Day, knowing the tag divisions were going to be dead. We're going to be dead the moment they release those two greatest tag teams of all time. Anyway, the main event, you got the Monk Squad defeating Aaron, Marcus Manners, and Sam Holloway. You just buried. You basically, and then you add Aaron, and the worst thing about it, the men's champion, only to find out that Max Abrams will be the challenger for Aaron Wark's Evolve Men's Champion. So does this mean that Aaron drops to Abrams and Evolve Succession 3? What it's looking like. Oh boy. I don't think Aaron's gonna like this. I know I'm not. I think Aaron deserves a longer reign as Evolve Men's Champion. I think he's doing a hell of a good job with his title reign. I'm gonna be honest. This is gonna be bad. Well, you're gonna have Aaron drop the Evolve Men's Championship to Abrams. Might as well call him up to NXT. Evolve's not gonna have nothing else for him to do after that. They're just gonna have him on the shelf until he gets called up to NXT. Or have him on the shelf until he gets released from the company. Which I hope they call him up to NXT because Aaron Wark is going to be great in the NXT men's division. He's going to be, one of the top baby faces of that division, man. If he gets called up there, that'd change the complexion of the men's division. I'm telling you, it would. Him getting called up, him being in the men's NXT men's division, because he doesn't need to skip NXT to the main roster. That doesn't need to happen. Not yet, anyway. The only reason why the Monk Squad won this six-man tag match was simply because CJ Valor hopped on the apron for a distraction, and Max Abrams hit his leaping famouser on Marcus Mathers for the pin. The crowd booed that finish. You had Holloway killing it all match. Mathers hitting a 450 splash, and then Aaron with the Tornado Mafia kick. And you ended with cheap heel tactics that buries your baby faces. Man, that was man, that was kindly of you to bury your baby faces. That was great to see on TV, man. What an embarrassment. What a joke. They didn't even have to do that. Now, you not only buried your baby faces, but you buried your biggest top baby face of the entire men's division. Hello, your Evolve Men's Champion, Aaron. I don't even think I don't even think the Evolve creative and writers give a fuck. Really. I don't even think the person that books the show gives a fuck. Yeah, that's great booking there. What was the good and bad coming in and out of the show? Dude, this is a real short fucking list. Carmen Petrovich is the one bright spot in this whole Evolve women's division. That double petrifier, to PJ Vasa was a clean finish. Like I said, when I went over my overall thoughts and grades, she carries herself like a wrestler. She carries herself like a mixed martial artist. Dude, she's ready for Tuesday nights. I don't know why they didn't just call her up to NXT a long time ago. She's got potential. She's talented, dude. She's the same as Nikita Lyons, dude. Like, come on. If anybody deserves a call up, it's definitely her and Nikita. Sam Holloway, like I said, was the MVP of the night, dude. That guy is a one-man wrecking crew within the Evolved Men's division, dude. Mafia kick to Santi Rivera, slingshot elbow drop, double clothesline, sending guys to the floor, choke slam on Abrams, dust press with punches, double missile drop kick, diving over the top rope on all three Monk Squad members, set out choke slam for a near fall. Dude, he did everything. Easily the MVP, and I mean that in a serious way. Aaron Bryan too. Don't get me wrong. He's great too. That drop kick early. He had a spin kick to Shanti's jaw. The Spears Tower with the Matters assistant. He's trying to be a fighting champion. Marcus Matters looked smooth with the step up melee kick in the 450 splash. Looked great. That is something that really stood out to me. One of the things that stood out to me. The stereo dives to the floor from Matters, and Wark popped the live crowd for a second. So yes, the main event have athleticism and effort. Bad though, Lord have mercy, man. I felt like I kind of felt like I just went over that already. Like I said, Gal versus Cutler James meant nothing. Zero stake, zero story, zero reaction. None of it. Even though I don't like this Dark State story, not gonna lie, Cutler and Evolve without Dark State did feel random, but felt just right for him as a singles competitor. Please split this faction up. Last time I'm saying. Vasa loses clean after talking title shots. And like I said about the Bug Squad, they still can't get a clean win without CJ Valor interfering. That faction name has got to change. I've been saying it for weeks. It's Mitzi, Phil of Garbage, Bryson Cole, and Luis doing this sanitation job segments while actual wrestlers need TV time. It's insane to me. It really is. The Angels and Chaz Hall brawl was nothing but noise. No builds, no payoff, no reason to care, nothing. Come and get to this show. Coming out, I got a headache. And I about fell asleep. The booking made sure nobody left better than they came in, except Carmen. I don't know what I even want to say anymore. The fact that PJ Vasa cut a championship promo and eating it lost 7 days later tells you what they really think of her. It really does. It's like, how in the world do you expect us to buy anybody as a star when you 50-50 everybody to death? Monk Squad looking like jobbers because they need CJ every time. If you want these guys over, man, you need to let them beat somebody clean. If you don't, stop putting them in main events. James. How the fuck did they let James show up with no explanation is what I want to know. Where's the continuity, man? Where's the continuity? Where's the plan? You cannot just throw guys on TV and hope we care. Give me a fucking break. The women's division is literally Carmen and everybody else. That's not a division, man. Take one woman showcase. And you mean tell me we watched Evolve and we see Romeo begging Noam Dar for help? You know what that is? That's not character development. That's cold TV. Braxton Cole, dude, this was wasted segments that could have gone to the in-ring talent and the finishes, dude. My God, the finishes, dude. Terrible. Want to know why the crowd booed the main event, folks? Easy answer, because they're tired of the fucking distraction roll-ups and cheap heel wins that don't elevate anybody. That's why. If your audience is booing your creative and not your heels, you failed. In other words, it's an automatic failure. Booking is physicalology. Writing is logic. Creative is vision. Right now, Evolve has none of the three. None. They haven't had none of the three since last week. You want people to tune in? Give us reasons. Give us stakes. Stream your shows instead of taping your shows. Take your shows to a bigger arena with more audience filled in. You can't take your shows and expect everybody to say, "Oh, good Evolve." Like Little Evolve says on Twitter X, "Good Evolve," blah blah blah. And the other simps online, "Good Evolve." "Oh, this was a great Evolve. This was a solid Evolve." Blah 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 blah. Give us winners and losses that matter and stop treating this brand like an afterthought. Do better. You want to know everything that Evolve needs to work on to avoid giving us mid-season garbage shows? First of all, Chad, they need to build stars, not just matches. Also, they need to kill the 50-50 booking, fix the faction logic, write actual stories, use your NXT crossover talent with intent. It's stop wasting time and actually listen to your crowd, for God's sake. Deepen the roster too while you're at it. Use stakes. Give us stakes, man. And always having fucking identity. Always. Obviously, the men's division is short of main event guys, and the women's division is short of everybody. At the end of the day, if you don't have the talent, don't run our show. Not only give us stakes, but titles, contenderships, wins, loss records, tournaments, something. Right now, a win and a loss feel the same because nothing changes. Is Evolve really a sprint? Is it greedy? Is it sports based? Honestly, they need to pick one and book it. Pick one and book to it. Because right now it's just NXT's. It's nothing more than NXT's leftovers with worse lighting. Do all that and maybe start mid-sea garbage. Simple as that. I honestly need a break from this show so bad. And I'm not going to lie to y'all about it. Folks, I will not be live for Evolve next week. 2 weeks to tell you that the booking creative needs to improve and get better. I even said it while I was away from the stream, literally, before putting it in my notes. It needs to change. I'm not going to sit here every Wednesday night and waste my time recapping mid-sea garbage. Same goes for SmackDown from now on. I'm talking about for SmackDown from now on. But when there's no payoff, no progression, and no respect for the audience intelligence, dude, on top of that, the Evolved men's and women's divisions are mid and are short of talent. You can't keep feeding us the same lazy finishes, the same meaningless brawls, the same factions that don't win clean. Expect us to show up. They keep on giving us awful stuff like this, I'm just gonna flat out be honest with y'all. The shows are gonna get worse, worse, and worse. I support wrestling, I support developmental, but I don't support time wrestling or time wasting. Time wasting until Evolve Creative decides to book with a plan. I'm stepping the fuck back. That's just me keeping it real with y'all. Now, the card for Evolve Season 2, Episode 16. Cam Hendricks and Harley Riggins will go up against Romeo and Noam Dar in a tag match. Angel versus Chaz Starboy Hall. After their brawl, their match was set up for next week. It's gonna be yet another terrible fucking show. Set to happen next Wednesday night. I said what I said, man. There's just no hope for Evolve right now. None. Right now, you got Carmen, somebody to elevate. She's carrying. And I feel like Carmen right now is the one carrying the whole damn fucking Evolve Women's Division on her back right now. And Get Creative is wasting her. You need two, three more legit women who can work and talk. So Carmen has somebody to elevate at least. But like I said, right now she's carrying that whole division and they're wasting her, dude. Bottom line, no star power, no stakes, no stakes, no heat, no heat. Evolve needs to sign talent, push talent, and protect talent until it's just NXT's bench with worse booking. I'm only speaking facts when I say this. All I got is one more thing to say. Do better. Evolve. That's it. I'm done. Done to watch along for the night. I feel like I've said what I needed to say. If you enjoy Evolve, God bless you. Good for you. If you didn't, I don't blame you. I know for sure I did. SmackDown is the worst show of them all. The only best consistent shows this year, I've been saying it for months and months and months. Raw and AAA. Cannot wait for AAA this Saturday night. I cannot wait for another episode of Raw. Man, oh man, that'd be more exciting than Evolve, SmackDown, and NXT. Well, NXT gave us a solid average B plus show, so I can't really say them. I can't really say NXT like that now. But that card for next week changes that. I went over it, folks. Go listen to my NXT watch along, man. I went over what I had to say about next week's card and how they need to book it and everything. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Wrestling this year has been something else. Price all night. This all night, literally. All night, dude. Like all night. like half of the U.S. crowd. CM Punk is not coming back next week. He'll be back for SummerSlam season. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's freaking unfortunate. I know it sucks, but we need him ASAP. We need Stephanie ASAP too. Raw, in terms of the Raw ratings, dropping like flies, bro. Dude, Cody needs to turn heel. This babyface run he's got going on, it's boring. They need to turn him heel. If they can turn him heel as champion, his first feud as a heel, as champion, should be with Finn Balor. I feel like that feud would boost up the SmackDown ratings easily. Or have Sheamus, move Sheamus on the SmackDown and have him turn heel, have Cody feud with Sheamus. Now, on my SmackDown watch along tonight, I'm going to explain why SmackDown needs to turn Cody heel and have him feud with Finn Balor first. They got a long history. Cody and Finn does. You know, they were both in the Bullet Club. I don't know if y'all knew that. Members of the same faction. I can definitely see one of the reasons why SmackDown moved Finn Balor to, Raw moved Finn Balor to SmackDown. Well, it was mainly to get away from the Judgment Day, because that Judgment Day shit, oh my God, dude. Same thing I said about Dark State. I think I might have some news to give out before I get out of here, for real. For real this time. I was told that Dynamite did worse than this. Yep, I saw the Dynamite results, man. Them results did not look good. Man, this wrestling needs to improve, man. Just telling you. It really does. The shows, the creative, the booking, the writing, the fucking, the way that this company just, the way the company just does stuff. And the dumb decisions that they make. It's mind blowing. I applaud everybody that's supporting Carmen Petrovich. Keep on supporting her, dude. She's gonna need it because she was wasted last week. Her and PJ Vasa were. They're failing Nikita Lyons. She needs to be moved to NXT ASAP, along with Carmen. Paige actually thanked the fans for her support. At the Ringside News posted that disgusting shit that they posted on Twitter X that had the entire internet wrestling community angry and on edge. I don't blame them. It was absolutely disgusting. Why Ringside News should be posting stuff like that. I'm not gonna say what it is because it was disturbed because it's disturbing. I think Steve Carrier needs to be fired from Ringside News. He needs to be removed from his duties as the founder of Ringside News. I don't think he no longer needs to be the founder. I don't know why Ringside News didn't just fire him a long time ago. Actually doing. Every time he sees Paige, he's always making some shit posts about her or something. Oh yeah, you better believe the internet wrestling community is still talking about him after that post. I saw the news article on a performance center coach set to go surgery. That turned out to be terrible. No, PW Insider that the performance one of the top trainers facility where he has helped work with development talent. Not really serious news, but wish him full speed surgery and affect his upcoming appearances. In other words, his schedule. So he expected this Blue Eyes Gathering Convention, which is promoted by T1 Promotion in Charlotte. The ear shape helped the next year. The temporary absence from the performance center will be filled for playing in the ring. So I knew. So now the focus is on his surgery and recovery as he works towards getting back to coaching. I am glad that Ringside News took that inappropriate post down because they would have gotten a lot of unfollows if they hadn't already. I posted Paige and that title. There's not really any other important news that I saw. That piqued my interest. Things like this week, we've been short on getting out news. I ain't anyway. There's no other news I see, man. Okay, folks, come off my night off as usual. I'll see you guys live for SmackDown Friday night. Take care and good night. I'm out of this motherfucker. Peace.